Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of live coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. We'll be right back to the show. But before we do, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, factormeals.com, where if you go to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50, you can get 50% off your first order. That's factormeals.com/unbroken50. If you're like me and you are a person who is busy trying to create a life, heal, work on their health, wealth, and relationships, and not to mention deal with the day-to-days of normal life, you do not have time to be going to the grocery store and trying to figure out what you're going to cook every single day of the week. In fact, one time I did the math and I realized I was spending over 15 hours a week at the grocery store and cooking. When I added Factor, I got to use that time for myself, for my family, for my friends, for my community, and for my business. And so if you're in the place where you need some more support in the kitchen, head to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50 to get 50% off.
Do you ever feel like life is a never-ending series of lessons while you try to find purpose, meaning, and answers? I am Vanessa Fontana, the host of Figuring Shit Out, a podcast where we undertake self-help, coming of age, and healing. As I live my 20s in New York City figuring shit out myself, I've realized that if you spend your whole life trying to get your act together, you don't have a life. You have an act. On Figuring Shit Out, every Sunday, you get to normalize the journey of not knowing and be guided into living your life with more intention and ease.
Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of live coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Welcome to the Think Unbroken podcast. I'm your host, Michael Unbroken, and this podcast is about helping trauma survivors let go of the past, overcome their fear, discover their identity, become the hero of their own story, and ultimately to be unbroken. Our goal in company is to bring on guests and experts in the fields of mental, physical, and psychological health to help you overcome the past, to take back your power. And in this podcast, we are unedited and unfiltered, and we're going to give it to you real so that you can start to create massive change in your life. If you're curious about learning more outside the podcast, you can get a free copy of my book, Think Unbroken, at book.thinkunbroken.com. That's book.thinkunbroken.com, where you can get a copy of my #1 best-selling book, Think Unbroken: Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma. The most important thing that you can ever do, my friends, is show up for yourself, and that's where you are today. And I appreciate you. I have massive gratitude for you. And without further ado, Let's get into the show. You have to stop cutting corners. Whatever you're doing right now, if you're not doing it 100%, you might as well not do it. What's up, Unbroken Nation? Hope that you're doing well, my friends. I'm very excited to be back with you with another episode live from my chair. I'm finally able to sit down in a normal chair, which is super exciting. Recovering from the surgery is going very well. Went to the doctor the other day, and he basically told me I can start going to the gym again. So things are progressing. I have to be very, very patient with it, though. Let me be clear. So it'll be a while before I am back up and running at full speed. And so I was thinking about something today. One of my mentors, Russell Brunson, I don't know if you know him or not. He started a company called ClickFunnels. They're a pretty significantly sized company. I think they almost had a $1 billion valuation recently. He's a former high school wrestling and college champion. And he was talking about, I remember this from a couple of years ago, he was talking about cutting corners. And he was sharing about how when he was in high school and he was running the track, all of the kids on the wrestling team would run the track, but at the corners, they would cut. Instead of going around the long way, they would cut the corner. And he made a decision to never do that. He said, I'm never going to cut the corner because if I cut the corner here, I'll cut the corner in the match and then I will lose. And I thought that was so incredibly profound. Because when I was a kid, as many of you know, I wrestled for the vast majority of my childhood. I cut corners all of the time. I was the corner cutting king. If I could cut a corner on a test, in school, with friends, during the workout, in the match, I didn't give a shit. I was going to cut the corner. And I had some success wrestling in high school, but not the success I could have had if I didn't cut the corner. If I would have held myself accountable, if I would have put myself in a position to be successful. And I was thinking about my life and today in this present moment and where I'm at and asking myself, am I cutting corners in my life? Where am I not showing up 100%? Am I actually eating as well as I could eat? Am I waking up as early as I could wake up? Am I creating as much content as I can create? Am I being as authentic in my relationships as I can be? Am I showing up with my wants, needs, and interests and boundaries in the way that I should? Am I leading my teams the way that I can? Like this really, it was really crazy for me to start thinking about this the other day and being like, where am I cutting corners? Where am I not showing up 100%? And I want you to think about this in your life. Where are you not showing up 100%? You see, I recognize that cutting corners actually comes from somewhere. Not showing up, not doing, not following through, not being the best version of yourself. It comes from somewhere. It's learned behavior. Like many of the experiences that we've had in our childhood, like many of the experiences that we've had through our adulthood, we've watched the people around us often cut corners. Not go hard enough, not do the thing they're supposed to do, right? They're like, I'm going to take this challenge or do this course, and they do a day. Statistically, this is incredibly insane to me. Statistically, 98% of people do not finish reading the book that they start. 98%. That's mind-boggling to me until I sit and I realize, like, oh, I used to be that guy. I used to be the not finishing guy, the not crossing the finish line guy, the not putting in all the effort guy. And you know what happens when you're the not put in the effort guy? You find yourself at 350 pounds, smoking 2 packs a day, drinking yourself to sleep, focused on money instead of impact, focused on finances instead of significance, focused on hurting people instead of helping people because you weren't showing up. That was my experience. And so what I was thinking about, why this hit me so hard, and I was like trying to dive deeper into this, it was like, where does this come from? Where does this lack of, it's not even discipline, right? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm weighing it, this happening in real time, but more so, where does this come from? And I thought to myself, the only thing I ever saw my parents do was cut corners, find a way to skim people, find a way to get people over. My mother was a masterful liar. My mother was the greatest liar who's ever lived on planet Earth. She could get herself out of any situation on planet Earth, period. We would get food at restaurants for free because she'd find a way to complain, find the manager, get them over there. My mom was the OG Karen. I'm just going to call it what it is. And so my mom was the OG Karen, like straight up. And so she would learn how to get over on people. She would lie to people. She would steal from people. She would hurt people. She would steal from my grandmother, from me even at times, right? She would do all these things. At one point, she was stealing from corporations. She was always finding a corner, always finding a way to get what she wanted in an unhealthy way that did not benefit people, that did not help people. She cut a corner in life and career and relationships and healing. And like every time she'd go to rehab. And look, again, like for everyone who's like, oh my God, your mom was a drug addict. I know this. I'm not dismissing that. But she never gave it 100%. We'll be right back, but I wanted to take a quick moment to tell you about the Think Unbroken 6-week trauma healing coaching program. If you go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com, you can sign up for the 6-week daily Think Unbroken Trauma Healing Coaching Program. In this program, we're going to go over the 6 principles of healing trauma, adaptation, understanding the impacts of trauma, how to become the hero of your own story, what to do next, and ultimately what it means to be unbroken. For more information about this 6-week coaching program, which you can download as an app on your phone and take with you everywhere, no matter where you are in the world, it's interactive. It's built about giving you practical tools that you can use in real time. And if you're ready for what's next in your life, go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Again, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Now let's get back to the show. She never gave it 100%. Because if she would have, I promise you, my mom was incredible. There's a lot of amazing redeeming qualities about her. But the drugs and alcohol took the best of her because of the trauma and her not being willing to go 100% into healing. The only reason I'm here today is because I decided to go 100% into healing. I said, no matter what, you guys know the story. 26 years old, look at myself in the mirror. What am I willing to do to have the life I want to have? No excuses, just results. That meant I was going to stop negotiating with myself. That meant discipline. That meant showing up. That meant being the person that I knew I was capable of being. That meant not cutting corners. Ask yourself, seriously, get real with yourself today. If you're listening to this and you're in the car, you're in the gym, you're at the office, pause this and ask yourself this question: where are you cutting corners in your life? Are you being the best husband or wife? Are you being the best partner? Are you being the best entrepreneur or leader that you can be? Are you being the best person to create value in other people's lives that you can be? Are you showing up for your kids? Are you taking care of your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul? All aspects of you. Are you being authentic and vulnerable? Are you keeping it real? Are you actually showing up as you? Are you showing up 100% you? Or are you cutting corners on who you are? Who are you today? What do you want today? Who do you want to be today? Who is it? Not tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't fucking matter. It'll come eventually, but today it doesn't matter because today is right now. Where are you cutting corners right now? Are you going to listen to 90% of this podcast and stop? Or are you going to finish it? Are you going to go and start writing a review and then quit? Do you have the email you need to send? Do you have the thing you need to do? Where are you not showing up? Where are you on the track right now of life? Where are you on the track of life running around, and every time you get to the edge, cut a corner? Where are you? Because those corners add up. Because those are extra miles not ran. Those are extra steps not taken. Those are all the areas in your life in which where you could have shown up and progressed and grew, you didn't. And in fact, you reverted. You rescinded because you didn't honor the truth. Go look at yourself in the mirror today. I dare you. I challenge you. I beg you. Go look at yourself in the mirror today and ask yourself, where am I cutting corners? Where do I need to show up? Where do I need to take better care of who it is that I am to be a better person as determined by me? Go finish that course you started today. Go and do the thing you said you were going to do today. Go and show up authentically in your life today. Don't cut the corner. Don't look for the easy road out. Do the hard thing. Do it. Why? Because You're reframing what you're capable of doing when you do the hard thing. As you recall, a couple of weeks ago, I said, before my surgery, I said, I'm going to write a book in 7 days. I put it out into the world. I told everybody. I put it on social, I talked about it on the podcast, put it in my newsletter, the whole nine. I wrote that book in 6 days. No cutting corners. I wrote the book. I got it done. Now, of course, I have to edit it. That's a part of the process. It would be cutting a corner to give you an unedited book. That would make no sense. It would be unfair to you, and it would be me cutting a corner. And that book is on its way, Unbroken Man. I cannot wait to launch this book. It's free. You can get a copy. I will literally give you one. Email me at coaching@thinkunbroken.com with the subject line Unbroken Man. I will give you the PDF for free. If you want to buy a copy, buy a copy. It's up to you. But my point is this. My point is very simple. Ask yourself today, where are you cutting corners? Because every corner that you cut is you taking away from the future you that you can be. Unbroken Nation, my friends, I appreciate you listening. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Please do me a favor. If you found value in this episode, screenshot it on your phone, post it on your social media, send it to someone in your life. Because if the people in your life are like the people in my life, when they send me a podcast, I listen to it because I know it's bringing value to me. And leave a review. It would mean the world to me. And until next time, my friends, be unbroken. I'll see you. Unbroken Nation, hope that you just got a tremendous amount of value from today's episode. I want to know what you think. Please do me a favor and review, rate, and share the episode with 3 friends on social media today. It would mean the world if you did, because ultimately at the end of the day, creating community and connection is how we heal generational trauma in the world. And I need your help to do that, Unbroken Nation. So if you're on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you are, please like, comment, share, review. I want to know not only what you like about the show, but how I can make the show better, how I can make this further about helping you on your healing journey. So do me a favor. And when you do, shoot me a screenshot of you making the review to my DM at Michael Unbroken on Instagram so that I can have a conversation with you, say hi, and more importantly, so I can share it with the Unbroken Nation. Thank you so much, my friend. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show, but I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of live coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program.